There we go, and we're back. The reason why I need to stop the stream is because I can only download in 1 hour chunks on Twitch, even for my own channel, which is kind of lame. So that being the case, so we've got 1 vote for weather control, 1 for Broken Hill Mine, 1 for rendering, or 1 for distillery. So whoever pipes up first in this group can pick one of those 4 maps. Weather control, distillery, rendering plant, or Broken Hill Mine.
Let's go weather control.
Weather control, fantastic. Let me go ahead and pick that.
Yeah, I'm pretty much fine with any map outside Foundry, because Foundry's pretty monster favored in my opinion.
Really? I think it's incredibly Hunter. I think it's incredibly Hunter favored.
I think it's heavily Wraith favored. And then Behemoth is like the worst monster to pick on that map.
Yeah, I think Goliath has a lot of fun. It's how we grew up. All the Final Fantasy games pronounced it Behemoth. It's ingrained in my skull. But I've seen Behemoth, Behemoth. I've seen it all, but I grew up speaking it as Behemoth.
Yeah, I played a shitload of Final Fantasy and I still called it Behemoth. I'm wondering how you got that pronunciation.
Maybe it's regional? I don't know.
Possibly.
Interesting cake choice. Nice. Should I send it to you for Chris? Send it to Chris. I don't have her on Skype. Send it through Facebook or something. Oh. Oh. That would be... Oh, crap. Sorry, guys. I need to start eating. If I don't, my wife is going to kill me. She gets mad at me when I have food sitting here for a long time and I don't eat. Whoa. What is all this? Interesting. I have onions. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and see some Behemoth. Behemoth. I'm pronouncing that right, I think. Some Behemoth play. Ooh, got some Abe going. I like seeing more things outside the meta. Really good job. Plop with the cheese. I got some chili. Ooh, Kyra with the Phoenix skin. Ooh, Torvald. Ooh, Cabot. This is actually a very interesting team. If this was Val or Laz, that would be a very high damaging team. Oh, are those keys, Aiden? Give me 1 second while I mix my cheese and onions into my chili. So those of you that are listening, I will be setting up new groups after this, so stick around. I will be starting my 24-hour marathon in precisely about an hour, and so there will be giveaways. There's going to be a lot of fun. I've got some map explanations that I'm going to try and do. It really kind of depends, but it's going to be very, very, very heavily community favored, and so if a lot of you want me to play, I'll play. If a lot of you want me to coach, I'll coach, and we'll go from there. Wow, that was interesting. It looked like that the relay exploded. That was interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and see what he does. So it's going to be interesting if he sneaks with Abe. And right off the bat, no sneaking. So this is a good tactic to use most of the time. I'm not sure if I really like it against an Abe. Going into the cage is always good for sneaky. I feel if you're going to be loud, you want to go west because... Oh, and it looks like he's going to be sneaking... No, just further in. Interesting that he's waiting. I'm not sure what he's doing. Is he waiting for them? Evening, Einstein. Welcome to the channel. So I'm not sure why he stopped. I don't know if that was just waiting to hear or what that was, but interesting. So they see footprints. They're going into the caves. Very scary to fight ooh, here we go. The first engagement could be right now. So fighting Behemoth in this little area is very scary. So the fact that he's outside, if you can dome him in this area, that's actually really, 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 really good. And there is a lava bomb. Looks like that is a 3-point lava bomb, so that might be the only skill that he's got. Oh, and here comes Abe with a possible dome. But he is cornered, and one lava bomb, I think, might down him. Ooh, and they need to be very, very careful of that. Oh, look at that group up. They also need to be very, very careful of that tyrant in the water. Oh, and there we go. So all that fire, and it looks like Dead is going to go down very, very shortly. And he's able to get away. Good healing by Sharper, but it looks like it's going to be a little too late, and it looks like Cabot's just going to go down now. On the plus side, the monster is out of armor. Oh, fantastic healing by Dead. Very, very good on the point. And that stupid tyrant messing things up for the hunters. So there we goes, the damage amp. I do like that they're all doing a lot of damage, that there's not too many stasis grenades, and I like the damage that's being thrown out by Task. You know, he is swapping to his shotgun more often. I feel that too many people stick on stasis for too long with that. Ooh, and watch out for the deep water. That's scary to get out of. Really, really good engagement on the hunters. The monster had a very strong presence at the very beginning, but it looks like that the hunters were able to get through. And there's that stage 3 lava bomb, and the monster is just going... not sure why he's sticking around. Okay, so now that Tharmak's got low health, he's going to keep fighting. I disagree with this move. Like, I think he's got the cooldown reduction perk because... And there's that personal shield. Tharmak doing an amazing job. So it looks like Sharper getting bowled out of the way, but a lot of damage. I'm not a big fan of that play. I feel that the Behemoth probably just should have taken his licks and ran. And again, I don't agree with turning around to shoot, especially when you have no armor. If you had a little bit of armor, that'd be okay, but you're trading permanent damage for the possibility of an engagement, and with only one skill, I don't feel that that's a great way of doing it. Fantastic darting by Task Force. Very, very well done. Really good pressure. Oh, and back into here. So there's going to be a couple of respawns at best, but it's not looking good for... Oh, he's going back to the Tyrant. Interesting. Maybe that's why he kept on trying to fight the monster or the hunters. I still feel he probably should have gone to the other areas. But he does have about half armor now, and it looks like he's trying to stick around this area knowing that he's really, really strong in this area. There we go. Another lava bomb. Breaking up the thing. I do like Cabot with his... I do like that they're putting a lot of damage when Cabot uses his word. There goes another lava bomb. So I feel like one 3-point skill. And there's the dome. Fantastic timing of the dome. You know, you don't want to use the dome right away when your monster first engages. You kind of want to do a little bit of damage, and so right now it's not looking good right now for the monster. I feel that everyone could be doing tons and tons of damage on him. There goes Starmax's personal shield, and it looks like Behemoth is going to go ahead and slowly, well, not with Cabot around. Cabot's going to fastly melt his armor. Really good job from the hunters. GG.
GG.
So, quick question, with regards to you, Pike. I noticed that you stopped in the caves at one point. Were you, like, alt-tabbed or trying to fix a setting or something? Oh, he doesn't have a mic. He'll probably chat it to me in a second. Either way, it was just interesting because... Okay, yeah, because I figured as much just because I saw him stop for a little while, and I'm like, I'm not too sure what's going on. I thought he DC'd for a moment, but then he started moving. I did like that you liked to engage the hunters in that very, like, crowded area. You did a really, really, really strong job. I'm still not a big fan of a 3-point skill just because did you take cooldown reduction perk? Because it felt like that you were spitting those out pretty quickly. But either way, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I mean, if it's obviously worked for you for a few games, and I'm not telling you by any means your skill position because that's different. But you're doing really, really good about using those to block off sections and trying to corner there. A couple of times you try to knock Kyra down a single hallway, and both times she just kind of stood her ground and didn't get knocked down that hallway, which very, very could have easily changed it. That being the case, you did an amazing job, Kyra. Your healing was spot on. I could have sworn that Cabot was going to go down several times in that first fight, but amazing, really good heals all around. Tharmac, you always, great pressure. I love even Abe switching between the stasis grenade and doing damage, especially with Cabot on the team. Having, an assault and Abe unloading at the same time really drains that damage amp and puts up the damage quite a lot. Really good job. Just solid teamwork and staying out of the fire as much as possible. Really good job. The one thing, though, Behemoth, is that once the first dome went down, I feel like there was no one with really low health, and then you kind of left and then kind of came back and then left and then went around. I'm not too sure if you were just kind of focused on trying to get that tyrant meat and other stuff, but I feel like if you just went all the way west towards the jungles, burned up all your traversals to get there, make them run through the blitz slippers and things, it would have slowed them down. I feel that you probably could have gotten a lot more armor up before the next engage, or possibly even an evolution if you were able to do it. But otherwise, really good job with teamwork with the hunters.
Just one thing for the assault, like, what you should try to do, in my opinion, is when you get hit by a spell, you should try to Perso shield it right then, instead of Perso shielding after, because like that you will relieve way more pressure for me as a medic than if you use your Perso shield afterwards. Obviously you won't take any damage, but the point is, when you're like on 30% and have Perso shield, the monster will just split on someone else.
Yeah,
and
I know that. The only reason why I don't do
Yeah.
those, I feel like if he's not focusing me, I won't pop it. That way, you'll just heal me whatever, and then at least I'll still have it in case he does focus me.
Yeah, just like in case when you know that, I don't know, like it was only once that I would have wished that you popped it earlier. Just as a heads up.